Beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. This is Tariro here. I'm so thrilled to be back with you for yet another video. I pray that wherever you are filled with God's love and light and just having the most beautiful day or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Today's video, I just wanted to get on here to just talk with you. I was having a conversation with one of my brothers, and the conversation just stirred something in me to just come and share these words with you. And I pray that they give you the upliftment that you need, if it is that you need, if you are seeking for understanding over your situation, or just to feel hope and to know that God is on your side. I pray that these words will provide you with what you need in this very moment. So as I was speaking to my brother, we were talking about, the stories of our births, how the experiences that our mother had with each of us, right? And through those conversations, I realized that God always has a plan. I mean, this is something that is fact about God. He always has a plan for us, right? As Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 always reminds us that God says, "For I know the plans I have for you," right? Plans to give you hope and a future and to prosper you. So we already know that at the base of every single thing that we experience with God, that is the heart that He holds for us. That is His intention for us to have hope in our lives, for us to prosper in our lives, right? To experience His power and His splendor, right? And His love in every single thing and in every single encounter in the situation that we find ourselves in. No matter how hard it may be at the time, God's love is in that situation. God never puts us through things for the sake of putting us through things. He always has a plan. He always has a divine plan that He wants to fulfill through us. And in fulfilling those plans through us, He is shifting something in us. He is fulfilling something within us, right? And as I said, in the moment, especially if it's hard, it can go unnoticed, the work that God is doing within us. Right? Because when we are in such a tough situation and our minds are cluttered with negative thoughts and our emotions are just filled with sorrow, then we can miss the beauty and the love that does exist in God's presence. And when those times come for us, this is why we need to draw close to God, right? To always ask God to open our eyes to what He is doing in our lives. Knowing that in every single thing, He is giving us hope. That His intention is to have us experience His prosperity. And it's not just prosperity within our finances, right? Because many of us think of prosperity and associated with money. Although we can be prosperous in our finances, we can be prosperous in our wisdom, we can be prosperous in our words, we can be prosperous in our emotions, we can be prosperous in our spiritual journeys, right? Depending on how we move and we progress in our journey. And always keep in mind that God's desire, His utmost desire, is to see us happy and fulfilled. So whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, right, even in good times, we need to remember that it is due to God's grace and mercy that we are where we are. It is through God's mercy that we are on this planet in the time that we are in, experiencing what we're experiencing, surviving things that many people have not been able to survive. That can only mean that there is so much more within us and about us that God wishes to fulfill through us, and God wishes to show us, right? It means that there is still purpose in our existence. There is purpose in our mere presence on this planet. when so many people have perished due to various reasons, right? So keep the hope and the faith that God is working in you. God is doing mighty things in your life, because the very fact that you are here means that He has so much work that He is doing and planning in your life and for your life, and that this is not the end. Whatever you're facing, it is not the end. There is still more to come. There is still so much more happening behind closed doors. And your job is to speak to God and to speak to your situations and speak the things that you want to see take place in your life. Speak to those things. Demand and declare that they be manifested in your life, because the fact that you are here means that those things are for you. So it is your job to claim those things. Speak them upon your life. And agree with what God is telling you. Agree with what God already spoke upon you from the time you were in the womb. God spoke His prosperity in you. He spoke His power in you. He spoke His light in you. So claim the good things that the God has intentioned for you. Every good thing that God has meant for your good has to be released to you. Claim it. Believe that you are worthy. Believe that you are meant to have those very things, the very desires that are upon your heart. Ask God, Lord, if these are the desires that you are praying for me, then let them be so. And if they are not, take them away and let what you want for me and my life to be made manifest. Agree with what God has already agreed with and already spoke upon you. Okay? God is waiting for you to claim your inheritance. So claim it, family. Claim it.